From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. Glover, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he is going to have a Bills first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. Brings up 3rd down. Alert, alert, alert! Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Glover, and he is going to have a Bills first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Allen. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3.
Well, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Allen to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Glover. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Allen swinging this out wide here for Cook. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. This is taken at about the 14. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Talk about flipping the script. That punt return 86 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Now Cade York for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Browns 7, Bills 3.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Allen going to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's got it. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Bills 3. King York to kick off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 50, it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Curtis. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On first down, it's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort, I don't know if it's technique, but they'll have to work on that in practice.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 4 yards out. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And that flag accepted.
King York kicking off for the Browns.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Alert!
Here's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Glover. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Allen now looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Glover. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Allen to throw once more. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime...
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the tight end goes in motion left. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Watson on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Oh, that's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, he sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. One play, 75 yards. And the Browns are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Bills 10. King York kicking off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Allen. And it'll be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. York now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
King York kicking off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. York on now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Browns 15, Bills 10. King York
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, fans usually love to